Hi, this is CMajor. I just wanted to give you some information that you can share with your friends and family about studying music theory. So if you are thinking about studying the music basics, I just wanted to show you this book. I hope you can see it. And in this book, you will find a step-by-step presentation of the basic facts of music theory. So let me put on my librarian glasses here. And to say that the homework reading for this book, First Steps in Music Theory, time values, crotchets, minims, and semibreves. Time values, crotchets, minims, and semibreves. I hope you can hear me talking over the music. Let me lower my music just a little bit. Okay, so maybe that helps. First Steps in Music Theory, time values, crotchets, minims, and semibreves, page 1. So the homework reading is page 1. This is going to be the main textbook that we'll be using across the CMajor's classroom postings that you will be seeing across the internet. So please feel free to follow me around because I will be assigning reading that can help you further. Now, to accompany that, and Professor Taylor says this himself in the book, he says that he wants the First Steps in Music Theory to be a support for other associated board theory publications, such as the AB Guide to Music Theory. So let me show you that guide. Okay, so this guide is pink. Now, I think this might be an older cover. So if you find one that has a newer pink cover to it, feel free to get that one. But this is the one that I will be reading from. So if you're following the broadcast, if you are tuning in, just know that I'm giving assignments from the AB Guide to Music Theory. So again, the AB Guide to Music Theory, Part 1. This is the accompanying textbook. Time values, the basics of rhythm and tempo, on page 1. So if I open this up, it's going to show me that. The basics of rhythm and tempo, page 1, is about time values. And there you will see it. So these books work really nicely together. So let me hold them up again so you can see how they look together. So you have a pink book and basically you have a red book. So feel free to contact me on social media if you have any questions about either one. I'd be happy to share with you any links, any information that I can to help you locate these books for your own music learning. So just know that I'm using these books together with the exam candidates that I'm working with. And it works well with exam candidates or non-exam candidates. So anyone looking to learn more about music theory, these books work really well together. Now, let me just turn down the music a little bit more. So, a book that I picked out myself. I don't know if you are familiar with this book, but I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. I had some inserts here. So, you may be familiar with this book. This is called The Music of Black Americans, and it was actually gifted to me, and I'm really enjoying reading this book. I've read it across the years, and every time I read it, I find something new that is just so insightful, and it helps me to understand how all genres of music work together and how music making works when you don't even know how to write the music it is that you're making. So a lot of people have that question. I think it's an ongoing argument of whether or not you should take piano lessons to learn to read music, or if you should take piano lessons to learn to make music and to play music without reading music, or something else, if you should take a different approach altogether. I think it's an ongoing argument, it's an ongoing discussion, and it's actually one that I enjoy. So I welcome it. If you are a teacher and you want to have that discussion with me, I'd love to share with you my thoughts about that topic, and I'm just really excited to share any information that I can that can help you in your studio and vice versa. But what I wanted to assign for reading, for homework reading, and the music of Black Americans, we're just starting out, And as you open the book, you will see the table of contents, of course. Everything is printed as Roman numerals in the beginning. And so I want you to stick with the preface. This is not a textbook. It is a history book. Okay, so it's not a textbook for music theory, but it is a history book. But what I wanted to do is point to some of the content that can help you as you are studying music theory, just to put things in context. So pages 19 through 22, and that's Roman numeral 19 through 22. And just read the preface, and I think you'll get something out of it. So again, The Music of Black Americans. Now I happen to have the 3rd edition, and this is by Professor Emerita Eileen Southern. So the next book I'm excited about is called Learning a Musical Instrument. Now I just happened to run across this. I was ordering books that I needed to use for helping my students to study for their graded music exams, the upcoming exams. And then I just ran across this book on Amazon, and I'm so glad I did. And it's called Learning a Musical Instrument. And what I like about it is that if you are an adult learner and you're just coming back into music making for the first time, maybe you study music for 3 weeks, maybe you study music for 3 months, maybe you study music for 3 years, I don't know. But if you're just coming back into it and you want to know what can you do to study music even better the second time around, this is a great book for that. So, Learning a Musical Instrument, a guide for adult learners. And what I wanted to do was have you start with the introduction and then go into starting your musical journey, and then keep going to what's involved in learning an instrument. But before you go that far, just stick with the first few pages. So pages 6 through 8. So Learning a Musical Instrument, pages 6 through 8. And basically we'll be using this as a support book. So this will be the support book for the other books that I've talked about so far. Now, I'm trying to tackle some of the toughest problems when it comes to music making and when it comes to music theory, when it comes to music literacy. And one way to do that is by having a workbook. So in addition to the workbook, I'm also going to be using sample tests and things that you can use to practice your music theory, to practice your music making. But for now, grade 1, Eric Taylor, Music Theory and Practice is excellent. And so what I want to do, if you can get your hands on this, it's a red book, a red workbook. We will use this as our main workbook to go along with First Steps in Music Theory. So Music Theory and Practice Workbook, grade 1. Go to page 4 if you can. It's a simple exercise. Exercise 1. What are these notes called? And you will name the first 3 notes. And these are exercises that are meant for mainly my exam candidates that I'm working with, but I think I can use them with my non-exam candidates too. So if you're really serious about getting into music theory again and you really want to learn to become musically literate, then this is going to be the road that we'll take with these particular publications. So thank you so much for watching my video. And I'm going to put this video on YouTube, and then I'll decide if I'll spread it to other media. But I just want to encourage you to make music the best way that you can and learn all that you can. And if there's anything I can do personally to help you in that journey, that is my aim. And I look forward to working with you. And I'll see you in CMajor's classroom. Have a great day. Take care.